Colorado Rush Soccer here from Shea Stadium, Highlands Ranch, set to take on Denver Metro FC. It's the UPSL. And the Colorado Conference Pro Premier Division looks a little different than it did last season. A few teams have gone away and some teams have joined, including Denver Metro FC. Joining in with the likes of the Rush, the defending spring champions for the Colorado Conference in the Pro Premier Division. Now they've split the divisions up though because there is a Champions Division, and they work it like they work soccer around the world, and that is relegation and promotion. It's nothing like the MLS where you get in, you buy a team, and you just get to kind of stay there. Here there's a lot more to it at the top and the bottom of the tables in the Colorado Conference Pro Premier Division and the Champions Division as well. Joining the likes of the Rush, of course, Colorado Springs FC is back. FC Boulder, FC Greeley is there. GAM United FC is a brand new Pro Premier Division team here in the Rocky Mountain region. Indios, Denver FC, Lagrones SC, and Northern Colorado FC all a part of it. We'll talk about the Champions League in a moment, but let's tell you who's in the blue. That's the Colorado Rush, ready to go right to left in front of us. It'll be tough to see as the sun, clouds are kind of over. It is mostly cloudy, but the sun is out right now, so coming off of this artificial surface here, you're getting a little bit of a glare, but here are the Rush and the starters. Cooper Erickson's going to be between the posts out there. Keep an eye out for the captain, Nick Hartman, who will be that holding center back, but really in the midfield, you're going to see a lot of guys running things. It's good to see for the Colorado Rush. They got a lot of familiar faces returning from last season, including Andrew White, who is a scoring machine, but at the same time, some young players and international players that have joined in. Joe Webb, the coach, very excited about that. For Denver Metro FC, they will be in the red with the white numbers. The kits, the red and white with the black soccer shorts. Back in their own portion of the field here. They'll play a ball up over the top. We'll see how things work. A back kick for the first opportunity for Cooper Erickson to handle things. Reed Woodward works here on the near side. This one will be sent back. Guido. Ben Guido. We're going to do it right out of the box here and mention Loyola Chicago. That's where he went to school. Ooh, the Cinderella team in the big tournament in basketball, in men's college basketball here. So, some good juju for Ben Guido as he comes in. Again, another one of those guys, hard-nosed, veteran player here for the Colorado Rush. Possession for now being handled by Denver Metro FC. We'll call them Denver to this point, and we shorten things up. This one goes out of bounds, just over that boundary line, so a quick throw in coming here. Strong throw in up over the top. Edward Shevchuk played at Grandview High School here, and now the opportunity for the first corner, and a quick corner at that. They will get it. Guido with the cross up top. Top of that 18, but he's sent away by the defenders here. Rush going to try to keep possession. Nope, trying to send that one right back over the top. Clock is counting up here as it does in soccer. You catch any of the high school matches, it'll be streamed from time to time. Matter of fact, I think about it, I've got in Colorado 4 state championships coming up here toward the back end of May. It's a little ways away, but I'll be calling all 4 of those matches from Dick's Sporting Goods Park. 2A, 3A, 4A, and 5A state championships, but the clock will count down, so I have to do a little bit of math to figure out just how far in to each half we are. But we'll go 45 minutes here in each half. There will be extra time added on, whether it be for injury or any other shenanigans that may play out there. As usual, with all matches, the official time is kept on the field, so you get a pretty good idea of what things are going. First set piece opportunity, it's high and it's tipped away. Well played that time. Sergio Quezada between the posts for Denver Metro FC, and just got a glove on it. Able to send that one wide, but it'll be a second corner opportunity. Quick corner again. Back to work they go. Colton tried to send it back and then misplayed for the moment. Onitz tried to send that through. The trouble there. Colton Cavey. Going to be more of that holding midfielder. I've seen number 6 has had that ball a lot. That just over the end line. It'll be a goal kick coming up. 3 minutes in, 4 minutes in, as a matter of fact. Welcome in the folks that may be watching on Facebook. Love having you. You want to comment? Love to have that as well. The good, the bad, and the analysis. We'd love to have it. Onside here. Top of the 18. Well defended by the rush there. That was big time trouble as that ball was sent right back up over the top. Emirana Nate with the nice first touch, but he had 2 rush defenders on him and he just couldn't do anything with it here. And now a foul and a free kick opportunity coming for the Colorado Rush. Following the Rush as we did last year, we know that they like to go with quick restarts, and that's exactly what happens here. They don't like to sit around very much, particularly if they don't have a real set piece that they have to have any distance involved in it away from the opposing team's goal area. Then they like to go with quick restarts, kind of catch the other team off guard a little bit. Deal is that within the Colorado Conference, everybody knows that. Shevchuk trying to get to it, offside with the whistle as the flag goes up on the far side. Nice to see that they have flags working here. I get used to it. I say the flag is up, but it's just kind of a conscious thing. Now, it works here. We'll see it in the MLS. We see it. It works through the pro divisions. Everybody's got a flag. That doesn't happen when you get down around the high school ranks. You've got the assistants that are working alongside, but they don't always have flags with them. They just kind of hold the hands up and things like that. So I can say it and mean it here this time. Back kick to work out of it. Hernandez sent it back and touch lead by the keeper in Quezada, and they were going to let it play on, but a change in possession and a foul will go against the Rush. And a free kick opportunity from their own side. Carlos Diaz got tipped over there. Nice work. Waglow, Diaz again, put the right boot to it. The battle here in the midfield. 7 minutes in this first half. Quick turn. Cross is stopped there. Nicky Groats, the forward there, working down that left side. He's had the ball on his boots a couple of times. And the Rush going to have a throw in here on the near side. Shevchuk played at Grandview, played at Colorado Christian University as well. Not that far from here. Got to get into Inglewood here. An aggressive throw into the box here. And the keeper will come out and play that one. Quezada, Peta hesitated anymore. He was going to be in big time trouble. Rush with a couple of corners and a couple shots on goal. In the meantime, Cooper Erickson has not had to do much for the Rush. Although the throw back to him, he'll roll it back into the box, and now Rush can start to push forward. Boy, the weather sure has turned out to be pretty nice. We were concerned that it was not going to be, but instead, it was about 27 degrees at first pitch for the Colorado Rockies for a 3:10 first start. It was going to be a 2:10 first start. It ended up being a 3:10 Mountain Time first pitch on Friday. 27 degrees. Broke a record for home opener temperature it was frigid. A little warmer yesterday, sun came out, and now it's pretty gorgeous here today. As the clouds come over, it'll start to cool down just a little bit. Always something we'll have to watch here. As it cools down, you get a little bit of dew on the artificial surface out there, so the ball tends to skid a little bit. Sometimes you see guys kind of lose their spots a little bit as well. Trying to work it forward now. The rush. Trying to play it right through. Whistle. Free kick opportunity. Yes. Chaz Perry got popped in the back, and I don't know if the official, I think he's just setting the spot up here as opposed to any kind of conversation with the defenders. But an opportunity now for the rush. Perry is on the near side, number 17 there. Could go with the right foot. Now, at the same time, you see Nicky Groats just kind of hanging around there as well. Could go with the left boot. The wall being set up inside the 18 here. 10 minutes in. Here we go. Perry tries to go through the wall. It does not make it. Defenders for Denver Metro still. Diaz is trying to work his way through. Able to get it to the midfield, but turned over once again. The rush. Quick turnover. No, too much on it. Lozada to it, and we'll roll it out. Here comes Denver Metro FC. Here to the near side. Diaz. My apologies. It's Wongalo tried to send it through. Instead, rolled over the boundary line here. So the rush throwing opportunity. Wind starting to kick up here a little bit. Keeping it on the play. Matter of fact, the wind blowing right to left, coming out of the north here, a little bit off the mountains, but essentially right to left on the camera. Means it's going with the Colorado Rush here. This played off the chest. Good recovery there, and then a foul and a free kick opportunity for Denver Metro. Handful of games for you here from Shea Stadium as we stream it live, not only on Facebook, but welcome the folks that may be watching a little TV, Cujo TV, I believe. All soccer all the time. We appreciate you watching, streaming all over the world. Thanks to Stream It Sports. Find out more, streamitsports.com. Field has been decidedly tilted in favor of the rush. One shot on goal, a couple of corner opportunities. They have not been able to cash in. In the meantime, Denver Metro has really only pushed onto the rush side a couple of times here. This will be number 3 here. But again, you see the defense collapse for the rush. Tough to get through, that's for sure. Walton tried to work his way through, and then it'll be sent off. That's Nate. Now ball sent up over the top. One hopper, and Erickson will be there. Yeah, there wasn't a lot of wind here in the pregame, so to speak, in the warm-ups here, but as the sun goes down, that wind should probably die down, but I haven't checked the forecast to see if there is a potentially any kind of front moving through. We've had a couple of them roll through here. It is going to be a little bit warmer. Clouds came over last night, kept things a little bit warmer, but I don't think there's any precipitation necessarily in the forecast here today, so that's good news. Rush trying to make their way through the midfield here. Tough to do. Denver Metro getting stingy in the midfield. And I know, tough to see sometimes with the reflection coming off the artificial surface. And keep that in mind too, that obviously the ball's going to move a little bit more than it will on natural turf, but at the same time, you play where you can. Get to where you have the opportunity to play. Into the right side, chipped high, it's off the crossbar. It's actually off of the crossbar of the football. goal as opposed to the crossbar for soccer. Now they're going to say play on, but I believe that actually went a little higher than the post up, than the crossbar up top. What an opportunity there, just sent high by the Rush. Still scoreless, 14th minute. Turnover, drive. Quezada with the save. Pretty easy save there. Now, the most important part of that was actually controlling it. Sergio Quezada did a nice job of doing that. Quezada's been a part of this team. He's one of the original members. And a lot of guys out there that are original members when it was formed. But a couple of guys that picked up after the fact. Rush putting the pressure on. On the boundary line, a drive, it's over the goal line. In the 15th minute, on the far side. Perry over to congratulate the goal scorer. Here you watching that far side. It's a cross, but it's snuck through as Quezada misplayed it. One nothing. The Rush with the lead in the 15th minute. Let's see what happens. Important 5 minutes here to roll it through. We'll see who they officially give the goal to. I've got an idea, but I don't want to say the name. But I know that working over on that far side, Nicky Groats was working over there. But I don't know if he's the one that ended up crossing it. He's one of the strikers up front. Interesting how the Rush now have settled back a little bit. Now, believe me, the aggression is going to be there. They're not going to change philosophy. The Colorado Rush, even with a goal lead, 2-goal lead, they keep the pressure on. And here it comes again. It'll be offside anyway, even with the touches. Perry got his toe to it, but he was offside. Yeah, I want to give that to Groats. I believe that's who that was over on the right side. He had swung around, and I think just to try to set something up, then he ended up crossing it, and Quezada stepped off his line a little bit to play it, and it ended up going between his legs and through the goal in the 15th minute. Ball sent up over the top. No problems yet for the Rush here. Through ball, and the defender decides he's just going to go ahead and get that one out of play. Smart play. That's the captain out there, the assistant captain anyway, and Hartman said, no, we're not messing around with this one, sweeps it to the side. Denver Metro, first real opportunity here. Start pushing forward. They'll settle back, regather. Talk about Nick Hartman. He's a hometown player. Played at Dakota Ridge High School. Played at DU as well. Almost a turnover there. Boy, Perry was right there. Chaz Perry, very active so far up front for the Rush. In fact, Perry was standing nearby as that ball squirted through the legs of Quezada. So 1-0, a goal in the 15th by the Colorado Rush. And that pressure up front continues for the Rush. Very tough for Denver Metro FC to even find any kind of space out there. This guy's been playing a lot of soccer. I can say that, but again, impressive first home match, and the Rush looked pretty sharp. I could say the same for Denver Metro, but they just hadn't been able to get anything pushed forward. Beautiful ball through, but we'll go beyond now, and sliding tackle. This will be a goal kick. Boy, that was a good tap there, moving forward, and well defended. Over the boundary line, opportunity here for the Rush to throw in, and a quick throw in at that. Into the box it comes. Perry trying to stay. Cannot, as it deked out here. Abiar tried to send it out, and now Quezana will come out and now wants to push the boys forward. Nice little back heel pass there. That's about the way you got to do it. A little deception. Denver Metro PC, heavy touch there. Denver Metro will keep possession though. Trying to find some kind of opening here, as the Rush have done a nice job pushing forward, but when they come back defensively, and they'll run 4 along the backside here. It's been pretty solid. Not a lot of room out there. That's Francisco Hernandez. He'll give it here to the near side. Aviar again. Down the near side boundary line. Easy touch and a back kick it'll go. Erickson will play this one. Shevchuk. A nice job of playing that one. Shevchuk spent some time in Ireland in the Premier Division. Played for Waterford FC. And returning home, playing for the Rush. So that's the, speaking of international players, doesn't necessarily mean that they're not from Colorado. They've got a little international time under their belt. Tough challenge on the far side here. That'll be a free kick opportunity. Will it be a quick restart? Not yet for the Rush here. They're going to push some players forward. Long shadows here on this Sunday. The wind has died down a little bit. Still at the backs of Colorado. Of the Colorado Rush, I should say. Nick Hartman pushing forward here, only running about 2 back for the Rush. They are very aggressive still. Ritz trying to send it through, and instead here comes Denver Metro FC. Silva. Aviar. And they'll work from the left side now. Too much on it. And over the end line it will go. It will be a goal kick for the Colorado Rush. The goal came in the 15th. We gave it to Nicky Groats, that is. Went on that far side with the sun in our faces here. All we got was the blue up front. This will be swept aside, out of harm's way. Adam Harris, the defender. Speaking of international players, he's from Manchester. Played for Blackburn, the Rovers. Although I don't know if Blackburn is in the Premier League anymore. I think they were demoted a few years ago. I do remember the Rovers, but I don't know if they're still there. Cross through the box and all the way through. Denver Metro making a push here a little bit. Woglow tried to send it back. And the Rush able to get out of harm's way here. Turned right back over, though. Let's see. Goes to the far side. Ruiz sends to the even farther side. Sun starts to go behind the clouds here. Now you can start to see the numbers on the backs and recognize some of the players here a little bit better. Woglow here to the near side. Silva. Good challenge there. Denver Metro keeping possession, and boy, looking to try to send that in was Woglow, but again, that blue wall that sits back there. Boy, the Colorado Rush been pretty solid so far, and this one off the backside there of Shevchuk, and it'll be the first corner opportunity for Denver Metro FC. Quick start, or do they take their time? Looks like Matthew Woglow is taking his time here. It'll be an out swinger with that right foot. Top of the sixth there and sent out. Perry touched but taken away. Now a scrum in the middle and a free kick from the top of the 18 is coming here for Denver Metro FC. There's an aggressive challenge there, and you can take it for what it's worth. The official thought there was a disadvantage to Denver Metro, and that's why they will have the set piece here up top. Francisco Hernandez could potentially take this one. Ruiz is the one with the left foot that's setting the ball down now. Colorado Rush will set up the wall. 26th minute here. You're more than halfway through this first half. Equalizer opportunity, too high. In football, it's 3 points. It doesn't mean anything here on the pitch, though. Boy, Ruiz just kind of scuffed at that one. So, crisis averted if you're a Colorado Rush fan. And again, for Denver Metro, you don't have a lot of opportunities like that. The cross, and Erickson will come off his line and play it and quickly go with a restart. Sending it forward. Perry's out front. Staying with it, stays on his feet here on the near side. Tries to work his way through. Set up top and sent away. Rush still pushing players forward. Katie tried to set it in, a swing and a miss. Then a drive by Perry for the goal. Reed Woodward missed it from point blank range, but Perry did not. And it's 2-0 Colorado Rush. Boy, what a quick restart. That all began with Cooper Erickson defending and quickly sending it forward for his strikers. Chaz Perry with the goal, and it's 2-0 in the 27th minute. And the Colorado Rush pushing forward some more here. Shevchuk. Oh, nifty move to get by. Sets it into the box, but Perry was at the top of the 18 there. That ball was sent right into the middle. Misplayed. Rush will jump on that one. Harris able to get to it. Look out, upended there, but they play on. Well, and it's usually the second time around where a player was upended. You could see what had happened there, that Woodward had kind of upended there from behind, and then a little bit of retaliation. And again, aggressive play, but the lead official not going to let that continue on here. Chipped over the top, touchdown. Now here to the near side. Another opportunity. Silva, Denver Metro FC. Touch through and onside, but Erickson off his line. Perfect timing there to get to that one before Willie Rodriguez could come over and do anything with it for Denver Metro FC. Well, let's see what we've got here. The official has hustled back down to talk to Colorado Rush keeper and Cooper Erickson. I'm not sure what it was, but he blew the whistle after the ball was put into the air. Now, where it's being said, he has not come out of the 18. So it's not a handball, but this will be an well, this is most likely an indirect kick if it's set inside the 18 like that. So Wongo cannot directly fire this one, or excuse me, Abiar. There we go, indirect and fired on, good save, and off the deflection it'll go through. And Denver Metro FC is halfway back into this one. Willie Rodriguez off the deflection. How about Sergio Casada coming all the way up from his line to congratulate. The first goal for Denver Metro FC. Cut the lead in half. Watch it here. Erickson, a nice save to get down, but he just couldn't do anything with it, and Rodriguez was right there. Comes in the 31st minute. Boy, you like goals here. We may see a few here. Both teams are keeping into their opportunities. Thank you. 5-second rule. Wasn't even keeping the clock in my head. And it was the 5-second rule. The keeper can't stand there and just hold it. He's got to touch the ground. He's got to do something with the ball. Yep, he's got to do something with it. You know, as you say, dribble it down or whatever. But he stood there with it, which is unusual for anyone with the Colorado Rush to do something like this, because they do like the quick restarts, but he just kind of stood there and the official counted it up and he booted it away with the whistle. It's an unusual call. You don't see it very often. So the indirect kick inside of the 18 there, and that results in the first goal for Denver Metro FC. Goal kick here. Chip to the side. Nearly turned right back over. Handball and a free kick. Let's take a look here. You see as Erickson is directing traffic and he sends it through, the official quickly comes right down. That whistle blew as he punted it away, essentially. But the lead official is keeping an eye on it. You can see when our video came to it, he was still directing traffic there. Erickson's going to slide out and get to this one. I have to say, as many matches as I've called, now when I'm broadcasting, I don't think I've ever called one before. It caught me off guard. I was talking with a longtime soccer broadcaster and a someone who's a big fan of that, and that's Mark Stout. He called Rapids games for a while. Talking about the ease of sliding in and learning the game of soccer, though. There aren't that many rules to it. There really aren't. It's think about American football and the myriad of rules that are out there and all the different nuances that you have to know in the rules, and yes, and the ever-changing rules when it comes to replay in the NFL. In soccer, there's not as much to it. Oh boy, a very aggressive challenge. There'll be a card coming out here, I would imagine. This will be a yellow card that'll be handed out to Danny Walton. Boy, Reed Woodward went flying. It wasn't so much the challenge as it was the finish, because that second foot, now when he challenged, I believe with his right foot, that left foot was up in the air and it clipped Woodward. That's where the card comes in. It may have been first to the ball, but as you rolled through with that leg up in the air, that's dangerous. So a free kick opportunity in a dangerous position here for the Colorado Rush. Cady and Groats. Groats could go with the right foot here. Groats looks like he's lined up to take it. Here we go. Fired right on there. Bounding ball and a nice save by the keeper, Sergio Quezada. That one was even deflected a little bit. Quezada did well to not only keep that in front of him, but keep control of it. There was no rebound off of it. Just trying to put the pressure on again, and another strong challenge by Danny Walton that time. That one was pretty clean. Walton's not afraid to stick his nose in there, that's for sure. Oh, just offside. Again, it's not where he is touching the ball, not where the player that is called to the offside is touching the ball. It's where he is when the ball is sent toward him. He did well to get back on the other side of the line there, but the assistant on the far side had a pretty clear view of that. Coming up on the 37th minute here from Shea Stadium. We're in Highlands Ranch, Colorado. Welcome you watching on Facebook, watching it, Stream It Sports. All of our fans in the football community, we're so glad that you can see what's going on here in the Colorado Conference. UPSL, the Pro Premier Division. And the defending champion Colorado Rush here. Far side, Groats, out of red shirts over there, and we foul to go against Groats. Free kick coming for Denver Metro FC. I keep wanting to say, maybe because I watch too much TV, Denver Metro PC. And I apologize for Denver Metro FC fans, because it just rolls off the tongue, and I know I've started to say it before, so that's why I'm trying to stay with just Denver Metro here. (2-1) here, 38th minute, and the Rush threatening for more to drive, and that one will sail high over the top. Put a charge into that one, just could not get on top of it. Denver Metro will try to push forward themselves. I want to give credit where credit's due. Certainly Nick Hartman is the one who stepped forward, the team captain there, and send that forward. He will come up from the back line from time to time. Hartman just thought he'd take a chance. there from distance. Misplayed, but Denver Metro's back on it here. And a free kick opportunity for the Colorado Rush. Think about this. Boys in red for Denver Metro. You're able to get halfway back into this one, get a goal through in the 31st. Willie Rodriguez off of essentially a deflection. Erickson could not control the save. Came off an indirect kick, and Rodriguez, Johnny on the spot there. Willie on the spot there, put it through. It has not changed the aggressiveness of the Rush by any means, as they'll have a set piece here from the far side. But again, it gives you a little more confidence as you've been able to find a way to get through the defense that the Rush should put up there. Sent in, headed too high. Perry got a head on it, but he's trying to flick it on. Take a look at this. He's up there. Oh, and he actually missed it. Went off the defender there, but it's still called a goal kick here. But we can see it here on the replay. Perry did flick it a little bit, but he barely changed the direction of it. It ended up going off the defender and over the crossbar, but the officials did not see it that way and rewarded a goal kick there. This one will roll into the box, and Erickson will get to it. Free kick opportunity. We promised to talk a little bit about the championship division. I love the way they're working it. Promotion, relegation, it's all a part of the UPSL. And look at this. Inside the Colorado Conference in the championship division, these teams that will try to make their way into the pro division. Athletic Club of Sloan's Lake, Bright Stars of Colorado SC, Club El Azul moving down to the championship division. El Azul was in the pro division, but again, by virtue of finishing toward the bottom, Fort Collins United is in this championship division. Indios, Denver FC, the U23 team of Indios will be in that division. Legions FC, Longmont Diablos FC, Monaco FC is there as well, and Real Medina PSL. Ooh, high boot there, and they let that go. Anytime you see a boot up that high and a face nearby, it makes you a little bit nervous. Instead, Denver Metro will control. Imora trying to make headway, nothing there. Walton sent it to the far side. Big collision over there. As the two bodies come together, the ball goes out, and it'll be a throw in on the far side. The opportunity for Denver Metro. Diaz working over there, the quick throw in. Pressure coming. Denver Metro looking for an equalizer here, potentially. Aviar send it back here to the near side. On low. Touched ahead. Now here it comes to the near side. Aviar again. Right foot. Oh, could not get the curl on it there. Will be scooped by Erickson eventually. He's adjusted it down to himself. And now we'll send it over the top. This one's a little too much energy in it, I should say. The ball over the end line, so a goal kick coming. One keeper to another, essentially. 43 minutes in. Headed back. Perry tries to turn. Boy, that's tough. Almost a 180-degree turn to try to drive that through there. With the scissor kick off the header there. It'll go wide, and another goal kick opportunity. Denver Metro is not, shall we say, wasting time, though. Both sides aggressive in their work. And that shows the confidence I think that Denver Metro has to think you might be able to get the equalizer here before you head into intermission potentially. They are really pushing it forward. No whistle, they say play on, and boy, that was a solid challenge, certainly, as Silva was upended there. He was a little slow to get up. Good to see him get up on this one. Erickson now sends to the side. Now the rush being a little more deliberate as the pressure being put on by Denver Metro. Now over the top trying to find Perry. Headed up into the air, still alive. Andrew White. First time we've mentioned his name here today. I believe that. I believe that's who that is over on the right side playing that midfield spot. Perry, who is up front. Walton, a good challenge. 45th minute. Don't know how much extra time is coming here. Keep an eye on the official as this is playing here. Another strong challenge defensively, and Monitz will win it. But now Denver Metro with possession once again. David Tovar along that back line's been pretty solid there. But you see that back line starting to kind of make its way through, make its way forward a little bit for Denver Metro. Perry had an opportunity at it, but could not control it. Hernandez sent it away. There's Quezada. No extra time here. A very swift moving first half. We go right to 45 minutes. And we head into intermission. Take a break here. 2-1, the Colorado Rush. Goals in the 15th by Nicky Groats and the 27th by Chaz Perry. Willie Rodriguez got Denver Metro FC halfway back with the goal off the deflection that came in the 31st minute. That's where we sit. 2-1, Colorado Rush up on Denver Metro FC. This is UPSL Soccer from Shea Stadium in Highlands Ranch from Stream It Sports.
Okay. Sounds good. Maybe we take the location. We see if they have a fight or how's the signal there. Sounds good. I'm very skeptical. With a shot. Where?
All right, how's everybody doing? So we did a little raffle tonight when you came in. I think we had some entries for that.
Tuesday we'll go for different things and then we will go there and do a test.
Coming out of intermission here from Shea Stadium, Highlands Ranch, Colorado, and home of the Colorado Rush. They lead Denver Metro FC here in game one of the spring season, 2-1. Pretty good one going here. First 2 goals scored by the Rush. In the 15th by Nicky Groats, Chaz Perry in the 27th. But Denver Metro FC's Willie Rodriguez off a deflection, able to score and keep folks on the edge of their seats here, I think. Wind continuing. Temperature's going to start dropping too. Sun's dropped behind the clouds. It'll be behind the Rocky Mountains off to the west of us here in just a little bit, but you can tell. Now you can see players a little bit more. That's the one thing with the artificial surface as the sun kind of sets. Get a little bit of that reflection coming up off of there at Denver Metro FC. Here's the staff along with the coaches and the players, certainly. Get a look at some of the players that are out there, and Rodriguez with the goal. We've mentioned a handful of others. Sergio Quezada is the keeper, as the Rush will go left to right. Quezada defending the right side. And Cooper Erickson, the other keeper, just sent it out for the Rush. Up over the top, too much on it. Again, playing on the artificial surface, that ball will move. Now, as the sun goes down, something else we know. Playing here, temperature's going to get down to the 30s here tonight, but you're going to get the dew factor that'll start to settle in. So that ball is going to skip a little bit on the artificial surface, and you might see players lose some footing from time to time. That always kind of plays in here, these early spring games. Well played first half by both teams. It's fun to watch. One yellow card handed out to Denny Walton of Denver Metro FC for a aggressive challenge. Upended one of the Rush players here. Speaking of the Rush, the cross all the way through it goes. Boy, nifty work by Chase Monetz. Monetz, though, sent it through, and there just wasn't anybody home. Quezada just let that thing go through, could not get off his line quick enough. Boy, that's a real dangerous opportunity there. It's interesting, the game started with a flurry of corners, a couple for the Rush. Denver Metro FC has a corner themselves, but then it all went away. All of that happened in about the first 10 minutes. Two shots on goal. Bounding ball. That's off the post, and it's scissor kick that'll go over the top. Oh, man, oh, man. What a chance for the Rush to get back to that 2-goal cushion. Take a look there. Quezada a little slow. Helped out by the post, and the scissor kick goes right up over the top. You say point blank, bounding ball, bounds a little higher off the artificial surface. See on the clock, we're counting up from 90 minutes for the match. And potentially extra time. No extra time, though, in that first half. I said well played first half, exciting and clean. The official only let it roll a couple of seconds past 45 minutes. Sent to the side. Waglow works that right side. He's kind of settled back into the middle here a little bit more for Denver Metro. See what the strategy is here for Denver Metro. Turning, moving forward. Diaz lost it. on the rush can work their way back through. Groats keeps the ball on the boot. A little pushing and shoving going on. That'll be against Groats, so late whistle. That's going to be a free kick opportunity. No, we're going the other way. Roll it back. Colorado Rush will get a free kick. Faulklow leaves it on the boundary line over there on the far side, giving him time to back up. Quick restart by the Rush. Touch through. Back to the middle part of the field. Sent all the way back. Erickson's way off his line there. Flicked. And over the boundary line. Oh, he cannot track the ball down quick enough. Boy, he wanted a quick restart there. I could see what Groats was thinking. So it'll be a throw in here. And Guido toward the top of the box. Scissor kick, trying to get that one out of there and flick back, but Rush will keep control. This will be chipped up over the top. Put a little spin on it there on the artificial surface. Shevchuk, cross in, header. Perry can't get his forehead on that one. Boy, he was in a pretty good spot there at the far post. Battling with the Denver Metro defender there. Could not get clear though. Shevchuk, boy, that's a nice set piece there. I should say just a nice set. Guido to throw it in. Whoop, turned over. Nate able to get to it now. Being challenged by Harris. Turns it over. Rush can turn the other way. Turnabout's fair play. Denver Metro's turn. Rodriguez, he of the last goal that's come through here in the match to make it 2-1. That happened in the 31st. Rush with the throw in on their own end here. .53 minutes in. Quick spin there, Robert Cook. And then we'll send it forward. It'll be a throw in for Denver Metro. Quick grab of the ball, David Tilvar. Welcoming the folks watching on Facebook. Send your comments. Love to be able to read them. Hear what you think. At least read what you think. When it comes to coverage here of UPSL and the Colorado Rush as they make their way through the spring league here. Get a chance to see some new teams here in the Colorado Conference. Nifty move, inside it comes. Tip through, it'll go to the side netting though. Difficult angle to do something with it there. Lozana kind of cut the angle off, so. That was Perry. He was looking for his second goal of the match, but was going full speed at the same time, and that angle started to get cut down. Lozano came out, put it into that side netting. Lights are on, start to take effect here. The sun sets off to the west. Well, this match still to be determined, that's for sure. Going to intermission with a 2 goal lead, and you can change strategy a little bit. Now, it's not to say that the Rush will do that. They do like to attack. Doesn't matter where they sit, ahead or behind a goal or two. They like to continue to be aggressive, but you do get a little more deliberate when you do things. But it's just a one-goal cushion right now. So the aggression is still there. And the Rush taking some chances. There's a fine line between aggressive and disciplined. In the meantime, Denver Metro about the same. They have not pulled out all the stops here. There's still plenty of time left in the match. But we see that the aggression has picked up just a little bit. And I think that came with the confidence that was picked up with their first goal of the season. Throw in for the Rush on the far side. The official's going to come over, talk with the assistant. A violation on the throw-in. I'm guessing from here. How about that? In that first half, we had a 5-second violation by the keeper. You have to do something with it. You get 5 seconds to do something with it. Dribble it. Boot it away. Send it forward. In my time of broadcasting soccer, I cannot remember ever having to call one. I've seen it, but never while I'm on the air. That's over the end line. That's a goal kick. Nope, free kick coming because of the challenge. From just about the same spot. That would be the elbow extended from a free throw line if it was basketball. Whoop, misplay. Here come the Rush. No, they were going to turn their way through. Instead, a whistle and... Oh. The Rush will have it here, I believe. I start to see the Rush start to push forward, but they're already challenging with the whistle. Maybe Perry complaining a little bit here, but it will be a free kick opportunity for the Rush. It's an unusual whistle, although there was a player down, so it gives Denver Metro an opportunity to settle back defensively here. Set piece for the Rush. Drive in, tipped, and Quasano able to corral it eventually. Nifty little touch. Barankowski was nearby, got a toe on it there. Excuse me. Quasano, the keeper, another save. Been helped out by the post as well. Bounding ball. Erickson slides out to get to it. And the quick restart. Here come the Rush back the other way. Guido will send it into the middle. Turn, run. Oh, look out. Two players. Boy, he got rolled up on two. That's a tough one. Monitz. Boy, that's dangerous. He got rolled up onto as the Denver Metro defender was moving forward. You see he started to lose his footing, but he rolled right up on top of him. Oh. Monitz is up. The Denver Metro FC player, though, seemed to have gotten the worst of it there, and he may have rolled his ankle as he was falling. It may have been the cause of why he went down. Teammates to help him up. That's Denny Walton. Walton's trying to Put a little pressure on it there. There's no medical staff to come out, although I do see someone in a parka starting to make their way over. Instead, it's Carlos Diaz that's. Well, Walton's up. Put a little pressure on it here. He may wander to the side. Yep, he'll come over the boundary line to get checked out, but looks like he's going to be up and he's going to be okay. It's a good thing. Neither player coming out the worse for wear. And a restart, and away we go. Opportunity for the Rush. Down the far side now. And a throw in coming for the Rush. And they can push the Blue Shirts down a little farther here. Continue, put that pressure on it. Hour into the match. Chipped into the box. Defender will get to it first. That's Diaz. He's got his head on it. Rhodes tries to play it through, and it'll be touched out. Another throw-in opportunity. Shemchuk will hustle over to throw this in. Into the box it'll come. Headed down. Cavy's got it. Perry, give way up top. Touched here to the near side. Drive just to the top of the 6, and a bicycle kick attempt. And a whiff on that one. Erickson well off his line. Boy, that's good communication there. You can see that looked like that was going to become a little troublesome. Instead, it looked pretty routine. Nifty work, Rodriguez. Trying to work his way through, lost it. And offside on Perry. Denver Metro will get it back here. 62nd minute. Under a half hour to go here. Let's see what changes strategy-wise may happen here. Rush done a nice job. The spacing is there. The goal came on an indirect kick inside the penalty area, and Erickson could not control the initial drive, the initial shot on goal, and Rodriguez was right there, pounced at it, and scored. Outside of that, there haven't been many looks. That just over the boundary line, and a throw-in for Denver Metro. A win, believe it or not. See, as the sun goes down most of the time, now we're not quite to the spring and the summer, essentially. It still feels like wintertime here. Most of the time when the sun goes down, you'll get the breeze coming off the mountains, but then it kind of settles down. I think we've got ourselves a little bit of a front up north. I can kind of see how the clouds are kind of working up there in the northwest. So that wind may stick with us here through the rest of the match. And again, upended. Rodriguez to be whistled here. Groats, a little hesitation there. And then got bowled over, so it sets up a opportunity here from the near side. Most of the Rush players in the box setting up for the far post run. Well, you've got to slide Rodriguez back a little bit. Roach ready to go. Wide drive there. Defender will get his boot to it. Nifty little back heel, and the Rush will keep possession. Over the boundary line, a throw in for Denver Metro. chested down. Avias controlled for the moment, and Denver Metro keeping possession. The Rush still pushing those numbers forward. Diaz. Bit of a run on for the moment. Now touch forward. Rush will have it. Peavy. The Rush keeping that spacing now. He's sent to the side and a throw-in opportunity again. Peavy's going to track this one down. '65th minute. Goals coming in the 15th and 27th for the Colorado Rush. Rhodes and Perry in the score sheet. Willie Rodriguez, Denver Metro back to within a goal. That happened in the 31st. Unofficially, the Rush with 3 shots on goal. 1 shot on goal for Denver Metro FC. Been one off the crossbar, been one off the post. Matter of fact, the woodwork saved the bacon of Sergio Quezada. And then he was able to at least cut the angle down, so that deflection could not be scored. There's a try. Nice block on the far side by the Rush defender. Forward, Cook trying to get it out of trouble. Cook again. Turn by KV. Ritz. Rush just kind of keeping that possession, moving forward slowly and deliberately. Kowski. Ido will send it back. Just looking for a little bit of room here. Ritz thought he found it. Defended well by Ruiz. Now chipped over the top onside, but Quezada is right there to take the one-hopper. Starting to see the Rush being a little more deliberate. Not the full-on aggression that we saw essentially in the first, certainly the first 45 minutes of the match. But again, they've settled back a little bit. The opportunities there, they'll go, but we also saw them spend a good 60 seconds just kind of working it here with the defenders here on the near side. Onside, too much on that one. Way too much on that one. And the adrenaline gets pumping a little bit. David Tovar saw Diaz, but that thing was good 10 yards in front of him. Another throw in coming. Turn and drive and kick save, we could say. It was on goal. There wasn't much to it though. And Erickson settles it down and now will send it forward. Tovar tries to head it down. Able to do that. Oh, boy, quite a challenge there. And now Ahok Abiar, excuse me, is with the finish there. They need to. It's very demonstrative here about the challenge. Is he going for the card? Meantime, some medical attention coming here. I don't know if he's held a card up here. Looked like he started to reach for his pocket there. There's the one that was, boy, that was two bodies colliding there, but Javier, boy, just took the feet right out from under the Rush player. Now they're checking the hip there. That was a difficult run. That's Moritz, who has been banged up already. Got pulled down here on the knee side when a Denver Metro FC player lost his footing and fell on the back of his legs as they were running. Oh, boy. Yep, that's going to leave a mark tomorrow. Might even have a mark today. 2-1, the Rush with the lead here. 70 minutes into the match. Game 1 of the spring season. Over new member of the Pro Premier Division, and that is Denver Metro FC. This will be a goal kick, and it'll be the keeper that has to track it down. Quick restart. I'm going to send it here to the near side. Taken right away by the Rush. Nifty work through, chipped over the top. Lozada is there. And you can see the pace has picked up a little bit for Denver Metro now. They understand. It's under 20 minutes to go here in the match. And they are really trying to hustle and push this thing forward. Onside turning, and that will go wide. Good luck, Daniel Mullins. Another one of the international players. Hometown is Hull, England. Played for the Leighton Town Youth Football Club. Buckingham Town FC in the lower divisions as well. As Mullins saw that one come in there, that's a tough shot to make as it was chipped over the top into the 18. He's got that angle here from the right side. And you can do things like that when you're up 2-1. I mean, it really was. It's not a horrible shot, particularly since you've been able to continue to push forward. So opportunity was there. Chipped out, still controlled by the Rush. Gavey sends here to the near side. Heavy on that one. Rush will keep it. Heel to the side. And a free kick opportunity now. And Denver Metro complaining to the official about it, but again, it's, oh boy, and the official almost stepped back and stepped right on the, almost right on the boot of the Rush player that was down there. That's Robert Cook. Boy, take a look at that. Looks back and he goes, whoa. Hey, I'm massaging the ankle down here, yeah. I could see you in your bright yellow official's uniform, and the official was so engaged in talking to Denver Metro. Boy, he almost stepped back on him. Set piece opportunity. Boy, that's a good spot for the Rush. This could be the nail right here. Good drive, deflected, bounding ball. Well, if you're in the wall, sometimes you got to take one for the team, and somebody did there for Denver Metro. That's a pretty good drive. But it bounded harmlessly to Guazada. Javier upended. Boy, he went down pretty hard there. Good challenge by Nick Hartman. That's the captain sending a little bit of a message there to Javier. A strong challenge, upending him. And Javier just took it as it was. Oh, misplayed ball there, but the Rush cannot take advantage of it. See Groats quickly jump in there. Katie has it. Oritz will send to the far side. And we'll get it back down. They slowly try to build. Sent through. Nifty here to the near side. And the cross. Defender will get to it first, battling for it. Oh, and a free kick for Denver Metro. Too much, a little too handsy down in the box there that time. That was Daniel Mullins. Boy, did he find himself a little bit of space. Just could not get that cross through there, and then whistled for the foul. 75 minutes in. 2-1. Colorado Rush. Boy, it's going to be a fun season to follow along. And again, the information on how things are going to work. I mean, there is a Premier Division, a Pro Premier Division, and a Champions Division now. So promotion and relegation, all a part of it. So the excitement builds, not only at the top of the tables, but here at the bottom as well. Certainly in the Premier Division. It works just like, and again, obviously not as many teams, but it works just like the Barclays Premier League may work, or Serie A. Or any other league around the world, with the exception of the MLS. And MLS is more Americanized, where owners are paying millions of dollars for franchises, and you don't want to play under the rules of the promotion and relegation. It costs you a lot of money, but at the same time, it's how things work in American football. Challenge here on the bounding cross, but last touch, Javier. So Erickson can scoop it up. Short-lived opportunity there for Denver Metro. Just over the boundary line. It was indeed. So a throw-in opportunity for Denver Metro. That's something I had not done there. Oop, flipped up into the air, and Erickson quickly off his line to get to it. Obviously, as the match has moved along here, playing the yellow lines here. Obviously not the football line. You could see that sometimes you get a little crossed up even as a player out there on that boundary line. How about that foul that came away from the ball? So a free kick and a chance for, we'll see, maybe a quick start, but the Colorado Rush could set up here. Watch as he's running away. Oh boy, the legs just kind of got caught up there. So no card being handed out. It certainly wasn't deliberate, but the official thought there was an advantage gained there, so the chance for the Rush here. Drive to the far post, and Rosado quickly off his line there. Saw that one the whole way. For Denver Metro. By the way, big mention here. You can kind of hear, the crowd noise here, but we've got a decent crowd. And folks that have come in here to watch and cheer on both sides. You can kind of feel the momentum build a little bit. It's nice to see. We will be streaming some other home games here from Shea Stadium live, but we invite you to come out and watch. It's an exciting brand of soccer with some players that have had some success in the pro ranks and some that are hoping for success in the future in the pro ranks, and maybe some success here in the United Premier Soccer League. More teams joining all the time nationwide, new conferences going up. It's fun during the off season away from the spring season to kind of follow along, watching the UPSL grow. And I think the Premier Division has gotten stronger with the addition of the Champions Division below and the threat of relegation. There's no messing around here. You want to play in the Premier Division, then better stay with it. Rodriguez whistled for the foul at by the assistant here in the near side. He didn't like the call. You saw the reaction to it, but the Rush benefit from it. Chip through, Groats. Cook now. Sent to the top of the box, and miscommunication there. Oh, they say play on. Strong challenge there. Oh, bounding ball, and it'll come off the chest there that time. Look out. Woo. Boy, that'll wake you up. Guido. He's up now. Yeah. But again, it deflected right back to Erickson, and now the Rush maybe push their way through. Or maybe not. Denver Metro now challenging. Back heeled, no. Couple of sloppy turnovers by both teams here, so no harm done. Onside, Mullins. Mullins will keep possession here. Through ball toward the near side. Cross to the top of the box, but Guido will also forward now, send it up. Peavy sent to the far side. Again here, more deliberate. This one toward the goal there, but Lozana had pretty good eyes on it most of the way throughout this match and was able to make it look pretty easy coming off the line and shagging it. Moritz here to the near side. And a whistle. Well, the free kick here. Oh, well, that was a big challenge. Gross. Got knocked backward after he sent it off. Official will check on him. No cards handed off, but whew. Is that Rodriguez again with the challenge? I think it was. Willie Rodriguez, the lone goal for Denver Metro. Came in the 31st. 2 goals for the Rush. All coming in the first half hour of the match. Nicky Groats and Chaz Perry on the 15th and the 27th. Mullins tried to track this one down, gets bumped off the ball. Nice work defensively. Boy, you could see how physical Denver Metro is. And they've been called for it from time to time, but the aggression on both sides. For Denver Metro, this it's a nice statement game for them. To get the first match out of the way and to play like they have, it's been impressive. 83rd minute here, so they're going to need something spectacular to happen here. You can see the Rush continuing to be, oh, bounding ball. Oh, just offside. Barankowski was about to ruin my analogy. They said the Rush were being deliberate and settling back a little bit. The opportunity arises. Suddenly Barankowski breaks away, but they say he was offside. And a couple of substitutions from the far side, maybe. I see one standing at the line. And again, we had not made mention of it, but unlimited or more than 3, we'll say, substitutions allowed, because this is a pro development league. And you want to be able to give the opportunities for other players to get in there. You don't stick totally with the starting 11. Nice work by Guido again. Boy, just showing just a crafty veteran out there. He really was just able to work the other player off the ball. Sent to the far side. Mentioned Guido. He played a couple of years with the Chicago Fire's Pro Development League. I don't know if he ever made it up with the big club. Ritz will have it now on his boot. And again, working deliberately. Sent back to Erickson. Erickson can't get the bend to it, so he'll send it out. So a throw in for Denver Metro as if you're wearing a red jersey, you're starting to look at that clock. It's right in your face too. The scoreboard is on the south side of the field, and that's it. There are no other clocks to look around and look, and they can see it ticking down. I would imagine in their heads they might even, or ticking up I should say, but they can hear the tick-tock going in their heads as well. In the 85th minute of the match. Mullins on the far side, he's upended and out it goes. It'll be a throw in though for the Rush. Denver Metro not happy with those calls. Christian Solis over there. You can see, and Frank Viega, yeah. I think Viega may have gotten the yellow. A little chirping going on there. They're not happy with the way some of those calls have been made in their own territory. They've given opportunities to the Rush. Now, I mean, who's it for me to say whether the calls are right or wrong, but Denver Metro doesn't like them, but now they've been penalized for it. The second yellow of the game, first against Viega. Cross, and the defender there to heel it out. And a chance to turn it a little bit. Strong challenge by Adam Harris to slow the momentum here a little bit. It'll be a throw in for Denver Metro. 2-1. Rush holding on to that lead. 2 early goals right now are the difference. Rodriguez will make the throw in aggressively forward. Rush as they have most of the way. Very solid defensively. Put back Mullins, Guido. Guido trying to spin his way through. Rodriguez will steal and send it forward. And a free kick here from midfield coming. Daniel Fabro, thank you. We appreciate it. Love the coverage. Dimitri Fabro's dad's watching from Belize. Wow, go Rush. Glad you're enjoying it, sir. Watching all the way from Belize. Appreciate the comments. You can find us on Facebook. That's where you're able to find us live. Same thing. StreamItSports.com. Colorado Rush broadcasts here from Shea Stadium. We'll have a handful of home games for you. Fun to follow the matches again here in the UPSL. 88th minute. And another foul against Denver Metro. And again, it is the aggression, the physicality. The official's been pretty consistent in calling it. Amiar whistled there. So free kick for the Rush. Now, despite the fact they have this opportunity here, there are 4 players back defensively. Okay, tells you where they're at. And this one will be sent to the side in the 89th minute. Mullins with it. Send it back. Punch through. It'll go all the way through. And a goal kick opportunity for Denver Metro. Last gasp you start to feel. And he's just going to send it ahead. Denver Metro's had a hard time making their way through the midfield by doing this, but case in point right there. Nope, that one went over the boundary line. And a throw-in opportunity for Denver Metro FC. Boundary ball. We're starting to see some other players that have the opportunity. Mike Ellis with the throw in there. Whoop, turned right back over. Chipped over the top. Guido's not going to be able to get to it. Throw in for Denver Metro. How much extra time may be coming? Couple of injury delays, I guess you could say, in the middle of the match. So we'll see. I'm guessing 3. Phil's guessing 3. I'm with you. 3 sounds about right. And again, the official time kept down on the field here, so we see it ticking forward. We don't know if maybe he stopped the clock at any point, but we're beyond 90 now. Into extra time. This one sent to the side, and a throw-in opportunity for Denver Metro. And again, the urgency now. This is the opportunity here. You've got to get it forward. And they've had a hard time again getting it through the midfield. Chip to the side. They've indeed been able to push it, put a little pressure on the Rush as they settle back in. Good challenge. And a whistle and a free kick opportunity on the far side. That was a beautiful tackle on the far side. Sliding through, able to control it. Pretty textbook. And now this is about sending it forward as far as you can. Now you just want to keep it on that end if you're with the Colorado Rush. 92nd minute here. All the way back to Erickson. Erickson's going to send it right back over the top, looking for Guido. Guido able to keep possession here in the midfield. And over the boundary line, throw in for the Rush. Boy, we got to be getting close now. Throw in for the Rush and a throw forward. That'll do it. Pretty good guess. 2 minutes of extra time, and that's the match. And the Colorado Rush with a 2-1 victory here at home over Denver Metro FC. First goal coming in the 15th minute. Nicky Groats with a drive that really was one that sent from the right side, and Quinzano, the keeper, just mishandled it. Essentially went between the legs as he was trying to keep it from going over that goal line there, and that made it 1-0. And then in the 27th, Chaz Perry with a goal that made it 2-0. And so again, the Rush didn't set it on cruise control there. They continue to be aggressive, but then Willie Rodriguez cleaned up a deflection in front of Erickson and was able to score. It made it 2-1, but that's where we sat. That was the last goal that went through in the 31st minute, and a well-played match from there. We're back here in a couple of weeks for more Colorado Rush action and UPSL action as well. Thanks to Joe Webb for asking us to come aboard. Thank you for watching wherever you may be watching. As always, comments on Facebook are welcome. This has been a presentation of Stream It Sports. I'm Cory Lopez. We'll see you next time as the Rush win it 2-1 over Denver Metro FC. This has been UPSL Soccer.